What's up, YouTube? We are back with a different video today. We're going to talk about MLB. Listen, MLB comes out tonight. Actually, it's in 7.5 hours, and I'm always excited for MLB, but as you can see, I've logged into MLB The Show 20. This is last year's version. You can see I have 1.2 million stubs, and in this game, stubs go a long way. That is your currency. Now, if you're new to this, I am no money spent. I'm going to show you a little bit of tips and tricks to get you started. And if you're starting tonight, great. If you start tomorrow, that's fine too. If you start in 4 or 5 weeks, that's okay. It usually all kind of goes together all together. But anyways, you can see my record here online is 68-27. I didn't play a lot of online games. I usually get to 700 for the first, 4 or 5 seasons, and then I stop playing. After 700, it gets a lot harder. You play a bunch of sweaties. I'm not about playing a bunch of sweaties. So I don't do that. But what I do is you get a bunch of free packs at the start. I open them up. That's my team. That's what I start out with my team. I try to find some budget guys. So for like this year, for example, there was Miguel Sanu. He was a huge budget guy. In baseball is a lot different than a lot of other games. You don't necessarily need to have the best players. So I'm going to show you Miguel Sanu here or Joey Gallo. We'll look up Miguel Sanu first and see what his stats were. But I believe his stats were okay. Let's look up his stats. And you got Miguel Sanu. He was a bronze, as you can see. But look at his power, 96-92. That goes a long way in the game of MLB. Now, his contact's pretty low, which means his PCI is not going to be that good. However, he was a pretty good card to start. Another guy, Joey Gallo. Let's take a peek and see what Joey Gallo's stats were. So here's another guy, Joey Gallo. You can see right here, here's his 86 that you got from the Players League. That was a fantastic thing. But Joey Gallo right here, let's look at his card. As you can see, he had 90 power to the right, 90 power to the against the left-handers. But look at his contact. It was low. But I'm telling you, it's not that big of a deal. At the start of the year, it's not that big of a deal. Pitchers are somewhat wild. And maybe this year will be a little bit different, but it is what it is, right? But that's one thing that I do. I look for budget guys. I look for guys that I need, lots of power guys, right? You want power guys. The next thing I do is I do my Conquest. You go all the way back here, and this is all the stuff they added throughout the year. But you did the starter. Do the starter one. You got a free Tim Tebow. Is Tim Tebow great? No, he's not. But while you're doing all this stuff, you're gaining valuable experience and you're gaining valuable packs. And then I went right into doing this one. The regular big map for Conquest. I did all those. I did it actually a couple times. Now, it does take a little bit of time to do this. But again, you do all the goals. You do all the goals. As you do the goals, you get valuable packs that you can open. That doesn't cost you anything but your time a little bit. And then I do the first inning, right? These are one of the first things I do. Again, you do all the goals and get it all done. You don't need to have great teams to finish this stuff. All you need to do is be able to finish it, right? Another over or underrated thing is look at this experience reward path. This is something they added last year. This was fantastic. As you leveled, you got brand new stuff, right? And so let's take a look and see what this one gave. This one gave, you got to pick 3 of these guys. So important for your team to round out your team to make sure your team got good. Or you can go here. After you level, you get all this stuff. I mean, it's just fantastic. I mean, you look right here, you get this. These are the cards that came at the very start. You got to pick 2 or 3. It's important that you get these guys, right? So you can complete your collections. We'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But you can keep going here. You look at this. You got a 99 overall guy. I mean, it's just all for leveling. And so it's absolutely phenomenal. They added Team Affinity. I don't know if Team Affinity will be back, but I assume that it will be. And this also was a fantastic thing. We'll go through just the twins right here. See, as you leveled up, this is what you got. You got an 80 guy after you got so many points. And you did them through missions and all this. And like I said, this is late in the year. Not all this was there at the start of the year. But some of the moments was, and you could get up to probably about here. And then you had to do a collection to get there and so on and so forth. But look at all these free packs that you can get as you go. I mean, now granted, this is at the end of the year, right? So you will only be able to get to like this guy for the start. So it'll be all these things at the start. But it's absolutely incredible to do. They really made it easy to go no money spent in this game. As you can see, I mean, I have 1.2 million. It was not hard, but let's just go ahead and buy one pack. Now, this is underrated. People don't understand how good this is at the start of the year. For only 1,000 stubs, you get one pack, okay? You go ahead and open that one pack, and you look at these cards. Okay, so I got all bronzes. We're going to flip them all. You can see some of them quick sell. They don't sell for very much. But at the start of the year, they do. That's the thing. And you never want to quick sell cards like that, right? So we're going to show you here Carter Kaboom. Let's go look at, he quick sells for 25, right? Let's go take a look at the community market and see what he actually could sell for, right? Because that's also another really, really important thing. Do not quick sell. If you are brand new to the game, do not quick sell. It is a bad idea, right? It's a bad idea. So if I was a quick sell Joe Adele, he would quick sell for 6,558. But yet, I can sell him. Actually, no, sorry. He would quick sell for 29,994, right? But I could sell him for more than that if I wanted to. And so it's really important not to quick sell things. But let's go and take a look at Carter Kaboom, because we just want to make sure, and I might be pronouncing his name wrong. I'm sorry if I am. But let's go right here. As you can see, 175. So instead of quick selling him for 25, I could sell him for 175. It's really, really important that you do not quick sell cards. It's a bad idea. And a lot of people do it because they're just lazy. But that's where flipping comes into play. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow in my first episode of No Money Spent. Today we're just talking about the tips and tricks. But one thing I would say is when you're going ahead and picking the free cards that you get, like you're going to get, for example, let's go to collections here. Let's go to the starter. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was, I'll be honest. But I finished all my live series. You can see right here. It's just incredible. I mean, look at this. Free stubs, free experience just for collecting basically the bronzes and the commons, right? And then eventually you get up to the higher ones. But it's just so important that you do the collections. Actually, I mean, you can do the collections for fairly cheap most of the time, especially early in the year. As the year goes on, actually about 3 to 4 weeks in, cards get to be a lot more expensive. For example, Michael Trout for the Angels at the start of the year was going for like 80 to 100K. By the middle of it, he was going for 160 to 170,000. And so it was almost, I mean, that's a lot of money, or that's a lot to put into it. So it was super tough to finish his collection. So if you're going to do collections, get working on the flipping right away. Flipping can be very, very lucrative right away. And if you can finish these sets, for example, you finish all these teams. So for this team, you get Evan Longoria, right? But then you go up and look at the West. I believe it's the West. Nope, it's the East. You go finish the East where Evan Longoria is, and you finish the rest of them. Look, you get 91 Roberto Alomar. And then if you finish all of the national, or all of the American, you get Craig Biggio. And then if you finish both of them, you get Mickey Mantle. I mean, these guys, I mean, Mickey Mantle's still on my team. I actually played this game a couple times yesterday. I played a game, and I actually played 2 games, and I won both games. But it's like I had never left, actually. But I got so many stubs from just flipping and from doing all this stuff. I mean, Team Affinity was fantastic. You obviously saw that I finished all the Twins ones. I finished a lot of them. You can see 100%, 100%. I mean, Juan Soto's incredible. He's 100%, 100%, 100%. I mean, you see I finished, I don't know, 6 of them, 7 of them, something like that. But it's really good. But collections are really, really important to do also. But you kind of just do them at your own pace, right? You do them as you go. For example, Face of the Franchise. Face of the Franchise, I never obviously finished them. But these are what you get for the first part, like for Season 1 per se, from Team Affinities. I don't know what they're calling them this year. I think they're calling them the 42 or something like that. And so look at all this experience. Look at all this experience and stubs. It's all free. I mean, literally, in a sense it's free. But it does take a little bit of time to do. You got starter collections. This is all really good stuff. I mean, once you get 10, just throw them in there and get your stuff, right? That experience is crucial. Because as you level, you get free things. It's like every 5 levels you get something back. And so it's really nice. The other thing I like to do, so I've talked about Conquest. I've talked about flipping a little bit, not a lot, but collections, obviously. I've talked about that. Moments, right? Moments. These moments are really important at the start of the year. I do a lot of those moments. I do a lot of the things, as you can see right here. I did not do any of those. Never mind. But I did do a lot of these, right? And so those give you see, I got Amir Garrett for doing the Players Tournament one. This one, I didn't get anything, and this one, I didn't get anything. But I get valuable experience. Diamond Dynasty, creating your player. You see, I made a shortstop. It's really important to create a player and put it in a position that you need at the start of the year. All this stuff will get you going. You don't have to spend money in this game. I promise you, you don't have to. And we're going to show you every step of the way, just like I did in Madden, up to where I got, 28 million coins right now in Madden. No money spent. We're going to do the same thing in baseball. Every day we're going to try to release one video for no money spent, and we're going to see what we get. And I'm going to show you how I do things. So the first thing I'm going to do for sure when this game comes out is I'm going to rip the packs that are free, right? And then I'm going to invest a little bit of the stubs that you get. You get 25K stubs to start. I'm definitely going to invest a little bit at the start. And if I could find the collection that I start with, it would be great. But let's see if I can find it. Yep, right here. This one right here. These cards all came free at the start, right? You get a couple cards at the start, and as you level, you get more and more cards. But at the start of the year, if you buy these guys in the first couple days, their value goes up every single time. Their value goes up, right? And most low diamonds, 85 through 89, actually goes down, but these don't. These go up. And the reason they go up is because everybody's trying to sell them at the start of the year to get rid of them because they want to collect a bunch of stubs. That's a good time to buy and hold for at least a week. Right, a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and then you can go and sell them, and you'll make 4 to 5 to 6, maybe 4 to 5 to 6,000 stubs sometimes off of it. It's reasonable. You can do this. Now, is it always going to happen? Is it going to happen this year? I don't know. But they also have events that require certain cards, and when that happens, you get really good cards out of there too. But anyways, guys, that's the first video in the MLB series. We're going to be starting one tomorrow. The game comes out tonight. We're going to be grinding. We're going to be recording as we go, and I'm going to be showing you step by step what I do to get stubs in this game so you can get stubs in this game and you guys don't have to spend money either. So that's it. I'll see you later.